time. More than sports now. More than crunch time. We rush like fourth down.
I be taking win. We don't mess with laws. I be taking win. We don't mess with laws. I be taking win. We don't mess with laws. I be taking win. We don't mess with laws. We been on that paper chasing all that fashion. We been on that paper chasing what you ration.
Been in the grind now. We ready for prime time. Ready for shine now. Be ready to get smile. On the rise, all eyes up on us now. Blast off spaceships till the touchdown.
Energy level on high. Put that trouble on fire. Double it down, I'ma spit it around. Click, clack, boom, we the best in town. Energy level on high. Put that trouble on fire. Double it down, I'ma spit it around. Click, clack, boom, we the best in town. I started off the lowest point in life, though. I started off the lowest point in life, though. I started off the lowest point in life, though. I started off the lowest point in life, though. I started off the lowest point in life, though.
We're getting ready to, so ready to. Little extended delay right there. Didn't mean to scare y'all. What's good? My name is Pro. I'm back to rocking the old, let me move the mic. Let me show you. I don't know if y'all can see this quite. You know what? Let me move that over. There it is. You see what it is? This is the Flash Arrow dual combination shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the dual combination right there. You know what I mean? So that's what you gotta get down with. I mean, you don't have to get down with that. I'm just down with that. So what's going on? My name is Pro. We're starting early. You know what? It's like COVID's back. I mean, COVID's not back, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, people are coming back from COVID. Boy, that glare's a little strong. Let me turn that light this way. Let me turn this light this way. Can't do much for you except unless I move over. I can do that. Let's see. And I can go higher. Let's go. Go high. Trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you out. Is that okay? You're just gonna have to live with it. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna have to live with the glare. Unless I do that, but then I don't have enough light. I'm trying to help you out. You see what I go through? I don't think you do. I'll go this way. There we go. I think we're good now. Yeah, man. So we're starting a little bit early, just trying to get things going, because it's like people are back. People are back in the game. You know what I mean? People are starting to go out. So I know people are going to the clubs. You know what I mean? And honestly, I know I got Netflix to watch. I just want to keep it a million with y'all. All right? Keep it a mil. A mil. Mil is the root word of a million, folks. So just remember, there's 1,000 thousands and a million because a million is called a million because of meal. There you go. All right. Now we've done our math for the day. Yeah, you checking out the ProQuo Show. I'm talking about really whatever I want to talk about. That's what I'm doing. I changed one of the pictures behind. I had to put up the college project there for a little bit. Don't know where I'm going to put the graffiti piece by my man Def Rock. I got to get that back up there. But you may see this. Look, let me see. See that right there? That's that Celtics. I had to put that Celtics up. I was doing a shout out to my man. Well, actually, more than one. Manek Seal. He's doing this Celts thing, and it's like a live stream that they do the Celts on. They got a platform like this, but what's dope about it is you're watching the actual game. And I forget the name of what's on. He'll hit me up. I remember his name's Greg, and he's a dope rapper. He's down in Florida. Used to be up here in Massachusetts, and we've had him on the show. If you watch forever, you remember way back here, like one of the craziest videos you've ever seen. But anyways, he's doing this Celtics podcast live stream thing with the Celts, but they decided to start doing a live stream where you can watch the game on the live stream. So check us out for that. I was on there with him, talking like at halftime and all that kind of stuff. It was really, really dope because it was exactly the same we're doing, where you can watch the chat feeds and so forth. Oh, and speaking of chat feed, I just remembered something I didn't do. One of the defaults is giving you the behind the scenes here of Restream. So I use Restream, and Restream for about $400 a year. You can have your own subscription to do something like this. It sounds expensive, but there's a lot of extra little things that come with that. Or you can do it the cheaper way, or you can do it month to month if you don't feel like doing it month to month. But one of the things Facebook defaults is it only sends it to immediate friends who can actually watch this thing until you go and manually change it to public. It's kind of a weird little feature. So most people can't even see that until I change. So I just changed it to public. But anyways, once comments are coming through, which I already see that they are. What up, Fee? Fees in DC, man, it's crazy when I'm here. But once the comments start coming through on this other medium that they were using, I can look it up next time I have a minute. The comments coming through, you're watching a game, and think about that. You can't usually broadcast. Like if I wanted to broad stream Netflix to you right now, I'd get shut down, because little FCC violations, copyright, and so forth. But they got it set up where it's cool. They're doing it in the playoffs. Playoffs are on regular TV too. But as soon as your sort of trial run on this thing comes out, after like 5 minutes, it asks you to sign on through whoever you're watching the game through. So it verifies that you at least have some kind of cable. You're paying your money somewhere. And you just watch the Celts that way and sit there and comment. So Celts tomorrow, big day. Celts up 2-0. Really, that's the most important thing that I wanted to talk about. The game was ridiculous. And here's we got the footage of this, by the way. So I'm in there talking with them in the third quarter. It's me and them two, the host. We're talking about Celts going back and forth. And they asked me when the Celts are down 10, they're like, "Oh, what are you feeling about this one?" And I'm like, Celts by 7. They're like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, Celts win by 7. They'll pull it out." I like the body language of Tatum. I like this. That's the big switch for me with him. He doesn't get too frustrated in himself now. It's just like, whatever's happening, maybe here and there we all do. But it's like, for the most part, just like to the next shot. And he's not cowering. He's like, I might have missed 5-6 straight shots. I'm still going to shoot it again. I told Fee 5. I figured the Celts will win in 5. It's real tough to say if they get Simmons back. Fee, let me post your comments here so people know what we're talking about. So Fee said turning in from DC, and let me sift through here, just find you. Lighting looks great. All right, that's good. Do you think Brooklyn will take one at home? Yeah, definitely. I think Brooklyn will take one at home, but I don't want them to. I mean, I'd prefer it to be 4-0, but I could see them losing Game 3. I think Game 3. Here's why. The Celtics are the better team. They're a better team than Brooklyn. They've been a better team all year. Even when Brooklyn's at full strength, they're a better team. Especially second half Celtics, anyways. People asked me in the first half of the year, they were like, "Yo, what would you change about the Celtics?" I was like, nothing. I would let them gel more. You can make a tweak here and there, and they did, right? Bringing in White, that's a tweak. Packaging out a couple players who are stealing playing time from some of their other people they brought along nicely. That's a tweak. Rob Williams is going to get better, right? And we've seen that. He got better last year. We could see near the tail end of last year how good he was going to be. And once he had a few games under his belt, remember too, he wasn't perfectly healthy either. And you get to gel with your new team because you got Al here, and that's a big adjustment for him. So when you take a young center and now you bring in Al, it's like the other guys remember Al, but Williams wasn't playing when Al was here. So that's an adjustment because he's playing side by side with you. And I was like, once they gel, once Jason and Jalen get some more games under their belt together, Marcus is really the point guard. They're going to be fine, They might not be championship contender, but we'll watch and see how they gel. And then you'll see it. It's like 5 games after they start playing together. I'm like, this is a wrap. They could be as good as any team out there. But I'll tell you this, Dallas looks dope, even without what's his name, out with back injury or whatever, right? I'm like, is he going to play last night? He was in the warm-ups. He didn't play. They still won. And they're looking really good. Some of their role players are turning into stars before their eyes too. So Luka, that's what I'm trying to say. And they look like they can win without Luka. But even more scary perhaps is Golden State. So I'm watching Golden State. I'm like, man, they're looking like the Golden State of old too. Yeah, minus KD. but Poole is carrying some weight. I'm not saying Poole is KD, of course, but you can see it there. But no teams scare me any more than any others. Like they're all really, really good and capable this year. I think there's like 7 teams that are like plus or minus 5% of each other. And then it really comes down to gut and grit. And I feel like the Celtics have more gut and grit than most teams. And that is benchmarked and anchored by Marcus Smart. And Marcus Smart, everyone says he's the heart and soul team without a doubt. And that is contagious. His energy is. And you got to play up to his expectations. Sorry, you just do. And then we got to do like Williams doing it. It just amps everybody and the whole crowd's into it. So I think that, and Al, I love Al. I was saying that to them during the whole game. I was like, playoff Al is big. He's going to be huge. Al has been probably arguably the best player in the playoffs. I mean, Tatum, obviously, but Jalen had a big game. Marcus Smart's been incredible. But it's like, yo, Al, for real? Al is always in the right place. Al doesn't make like dumb mistakes. He might miss some shots. And actually, he's been hitting his threes a lot better the second half of the season. He's been looking nice in the playoffs. But Al doesn't do dumb things. You know what I'm saying? Not like, oh, there goes Al again making a dumb move. Al doesn't dribble off his foot, which Jalen does, which Tatum does, which Marcus Smart does. You don't see Al dribbling off his foot. You know what I mean? Like Al doesn't throw ridiculous passes either. Al is very within himself, which is why he's like typically like a 13 or 14 and 8 guy, but he'll give you 2 blocks and he'll make all the right defensive switches and he makes the other guy next to him look good. Do you ever play with someone who's really good and you just know they're going to be where they need to be and it makes you play better? And you like playing, you're excited to play. That's what I'm saying. They got an unselfish dude like Al, who's still very capable at 35, has more spring in his step than I remember seeing the last time he was here. Maybe he was hurting then or whatever. And take it from me, folks. 35 is not that old. I know in basketball years it can be a lot, but you know he actually got some time to rest last year. And the year before, he really didn't play that much. He was underused on his teams. He was playing for Philly, and really they didn't know how to play him next to Embiid. So it's like Al looks great. The whole their starting 5 to me is the best starting 5 in basketball. Best starting 5 in basketball when they have Williams. Tyson's been playing nice. He played great last game, right? So it's like they got effectively 8 players who are really good. You know, when Williams is there, maybe you want to go with 9, you know, because both Williams, you know, Williams is a really great guy coming off the bench. Again, a lot like Al. You saw that in the not the D League, the Summer League. You can see Williams when he was playing his first games when he came in the league like the year before. In the Summer League, talking, always in the right place, rebounding, laughing, joking with the people. Like, you're like, this dude's going to be a leader. I don't know if he can shoot. I don't know if he can play at the NBA level, dribble that ball the right way, but you know what? He doesn't dribble the ball when he doesn't need to. And his shot is one of the most improved shots in all of the NBA, right? Now, he had a tough go there for like the last 10 games of the year, but he's starting to stick the J's again from 3-pointers. He had a couple really nice ones last game, looks confident shooting it. He's a 3-and-D guy. He doesn't look like the prototype of that, and he's tough. So it's like you put him out there, he's like another Marcus Smart kind of in the right place, ready to dive on the floor. You got to have guys like that, right? And they could be 9 deep. Here's the thing. If Aaron Nesmith didn't go out with that injury, I know he's back. He got a little time to come back and start hitting a few shots in some garbage time or whatever. If he doesn't go out and he gets a warm streak going into those last few games, you got 9 legitimate players that you can play anytime. Take the starting 5 there right now. Take Williams, you know, meaning Big Williams, Rob, Time Lord. Take the other Williams, right? And then say, okay, I'm going to say the next person probably off the bench is who's the next person? Like the next person, whatchamacallit? Whoops, sorry, I missed the comment. Missing all the comments. Just forgot the guard's name. Where'd my brain go? Because I'm thinking Nesmith, but I'm my gosh, tell me his name. Who am I thinking of? Anyways, so I mean that's like pretty much your core with White. Bring him in and bring in. My gosh, how am I forgetting the point guard's name? Drains threes from Steph Curry distance. But anyways, those are your core players. But you could have had Nesmith coming in the game, who's a 3-and-D guy as well. His 3-pointers this year are like 25%, granted, but you know he's filling the stroke, and I think he would have had he got in there. And you know what, you still might see him in a series playing a couple of minutes here and there. And if he plays well, you might see those build up more, and he could have a little bit of value as well going down the stretch to give a couple of their mid-sized guys some rest. All that saying is they probably have the best starting 5. Not probably. To me, they have the best starting 5 in basketball. And they might have the best starting 8, you know, best top 8 guys. I might be getting a little crazy with that one, but they're pretty close. And when you look at a lot of the teams, they're not as deep as you would expect them to be. You know, a lot of the playoff teams that are out there, they're dope. They're okay. They got usually 4 really good guys. Man, I got all kinds of emails here. I got to be checking. They got 4 really good players, and then it's like you struggle to find like who's that 5th guy. You know what I'm saying? Celtics, it's like you can legitimately say, I think most people would agree that you got 7, if not 8, really quality people. And my son has something to say. Hi, son.
How long will it take you to get home?
Oh, I'll probably be off in a half hour.
Oh, no.
I know. How you doing? What, you just doing some Legos over there? My son decided he's gonna do some Legos. All right, you can do some Legos. I'll let you.
No, I have to go to bed. Mom wants me to go to bed, but I want you to put me to bed.
I understand. All right. Well, how about this? I'll cut it down to 20 minutes. It's 9:01. How about by 9:20? Does that sound good? All right. So the Mavericks, they got Luka, right? But Jalen Brunson, he was scoring 30, 40 points his last couple of games. I was watching him in the post-game interview. He's like calm, cool, and collective. And I don't know if y'all saw the move he does. He did the move. It was like the old Kevin McHale drop step, comes down, turns around. You know, Dwight Powell looked good. But anyways, you know the team. I mean, if you're not watching them, you'll check them out. But Josh Green, blah, blah, blah. But it kind of gets mushy after like 4 players, right? For each of these teams, you know. Obviously, they got Dinwiddie, right? But Dallas to me is like one of the more complete teams actually in Golden State now as well. I mean, Golden State's top 4 guys are an incredible top 4 guys, you know. The top 3 guys, obviously, but top 4, really dope. But yeah, so that's what I got on the Celt situation. Yeah, Fee said hi to you, Henry. Are you kicking the soccer ball?
No, I was trying to spin it.
All right. Henry's not going to let me go very long here. It's a good thing we don't have a guest on tonight because you have to plan for these things. Henry has a big day tomorrow. First day of basketball. He's going to see Daddy Pops for his birthday tomorrow. It's a big day for Henry. Right, but we're celebrating the birthday tomorrow, right? Henry's my co-host right now. So Henry's co-hosting from the floor. This is the bonus room. And the bonus room's a little messy right now as I got all my pictures and stuff from work. Didn't really have a place to put them. So we're trying to figure out a secondary option to make this the studio bonus room, Henry Legos, chessboard, desk, storage room. So it all has to work. And right here in my little slice of heaven, this is where it all is in between here and here. So that's where we get it done. Going on in music, I don't know if there's some things I probably won't say right now, but things I was going to say. So what's going on in music? I'll tell you personally what's going on in music. Yo, That's Pro is out. Check it out. Would you believe I have a 1 o'clock interview scheduled to do tomorrow? Can't do it. I never turn down interviews. I'm always like, yep, I'm available. Yep. Twice in a week on same dude, same show. So we're trying to make it happen. They don't do
It's because I have my basketball game.
It is because so Henry has basketball and Daddy is a coach. Mommy is actually a coach as well.
I also want you to come to Daddy Pops.
Yes, I will try to go to Daddy Pops after if I can, Henry.
Okay.
So yeah, so Henry has his first game and Mommy and Daddy are coaching that again. We're excited. Henry's bigger now, so he can shoot that ball. You should see Henry shoot on the 10-foot rim with the adult ball now. That goes in. Before it was hard with the smaller ball on a smaller hoop. Now he's reaching the 10-foot hoop, even though they still on a 9-foot hoop until 5th grade. He's 3rd grade, so we'll see how that goes. So we're excited about that, and yeah, so it's looking like I'm not going to be able to do the interview tomorrow with Unity Radio at WUTY. We're trying to make it work. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but they've graciously agreed to reschedule again on a 1 o'clock Saturday coming up. Shout out to DJ Kid Cash and shout out to Rashid. Yeah, man. So check out Unity Radio 97.9 if I'm on or I'm not. 1 o'clock tomorrow. And shout out to a lot of these stations. A lot of stations playing the record and supporting. Got some great news. Tony Touch gave the record a spin last Tuesday, which was really, really dope. Henry's asking who Tony Touch is. He's a world famous DJ. Tony Toca. He's dope. That's all you need to know, son. Shout out to Action Bronson, who's leading the way on the most added right now on the charts. My record snuck in at number 3, which is really cool on the NACC charts, which is the North American College and Community Radio charts, ones that I check for. Younger artists out there, if your record is not BDS encoded. It's kind of like when your record's spinning, it's like dark air for radio stations. So if you got a little push for your record, you're doing something, you want to make sure that you get a BDS coded. I've slacked on some of my records and not done it as well. That is actually something you need to do so that you can find out when your record's getting spun somewhere. You can get all the reports. So every day I get a nice little update of where they're spinning, and that kind of helps. And something some of you guys know who've been checking out the show. So I do basketball, play a lot in the day, and then umpire, officiate. And I was officiating a game, and this dude saw me, and he was like, "Yo, you have a great temperament. I love you." I was reffing his son's game, and trying to just stay in shape, do little weekends, do your thing. And then he was like, "Yo, I book all the baseball games for like Northern Virginia and Maryland." I was like, "What?" He's like, "I'd love you to do baseball." I'm like, "Man, I was just talking about it." So finally did all the stuff, did all the training, all that kind of stuff. My first game is scheduled for 1:00 on Saturday. And you can't.
Of course, it has to be 1:00.
Of course, it has to be 1:00. You can't be turning down games. And when they first issue them to you, when you have your availability, and Henry's game is getting done a little bit before that, so I'm bouncing out there in the nick of time to get over to there. Luckily, my wife is also a coach with me, so she'll be able to handle the very end. And then we're going down to Daddy Pops. So it's a busy pro day and a Henry day. And we're just excited because we're coming into springtime. But what does springtime mean for you, Henry? What's gonna happen in the spring? What are you getting?
Dog.
What kind of dog?
Cavapoo or a Havapoo?
A Cavapoo or a Havapoo? I don't know how well you can hear.
Share a screen? Can you share a screen?
Oh yes, I'll share a screen. He wants me to share a screen. That's a very good idea. He wants me to share a screen of a Havapoo. Havapoo. To do a okay, yep. So let me share the screen of a Havapoo. Let's go to share screen. And are you banging my mic? that's Henry said. So this is a Havapoo, and if you haven't got one, don't unless you have a lot of money to spend on a dog. They're not giving these away.
They cost like $1,000.
Yeah, more like $3, bud. But yeah, you're in the right area. Havapoos are known as Poovanese. They're Havadoodles or Havanoodles. They're designer dogs. They're basically
Sounds weird.
yeah, they're basically Havanese and Poodle. And we're looking at Cavapoos, which are very similar. They are that's banging real loud on the mic, just so you know, but I know you can't hear it without the headphones. And so yeah, that's what they look like. And they don't shed. They don't shed. So Uncle Ray has one.
Poodle's generic thing.
Yes. So that's what we're looking at here at the ProQuo Show. And what Henry's looking for. So, ma'am, why is it May, Henry? They can't see you unless you're up here, but they can't see your hand. And don't bang the mic. Yep, there's Henry's hand. Why are we doing May for a puppy?
Because you get out of school.
Because I get out of school.
Hey, what's going to happen in next year when we have the puppy?
Well, the puppy will be bigger, and he'll be able to stay a little bit by himself in the days. And don't forget, Mommy works from home, so he won't be totally alone, right? So, yeah. So, yeah, when the puppy's starting out, you got to think. This has been an interesting ProQuo Show. We're talking not so much music. We're talking more about puppies, basketball, and baseball. But, that's what we're getting done here. Shout out to DJ Edition. Yes, absolutely. Edition is the man behind the scenes making it all happen. What up, Miguel? Miguel, I saw your post like a little earlier. Hope all is good. I heard you sleeped away the strenuous day, so I know all about that.
Can I see you?
They can see me, yes.
Because on your screen it still says
Yeah, just a little mini me right now until I stop sharing me. But it's better to look at the Havapoo and the Cavapoo than it is to look at me. I think most people would agree.
You're my daddy.
Yes. So we're almost about to wrap it up because we have to make it early because this is a Henry request, right, Henry?
Yeah.
Henry was dribbling the basketball today. He was like, "I got a game tomorrow. I gotta get ready," but he's also riding the bike. The bike has been good. So yeah, what up, Miguel? I know I'm excited for the Celtics game. I see your other comment too. It's bro been a bumpy ride coming from home. PR was a lot. Wow, yeah, man.
I learned how to ride my bike.
I've been as well. It's crazy out
a
there.
month ago.
You learned to ride your bike a month ago?
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Yeah, just about a month ago. Yeah. It's hard to tell that you are.
Nobody can see me.
No one can see you because you're on the floor. Yes, that's what we like you. We like you off the grid. And if you are on the grid, we want you on the grid. There have been like 2 Henry appearances, yes, if you really.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe 2.5.
Not 2.
Try not to. We're not big into the social media sharing of the children kind of thing,
It's
but
not. affordable.
But you know what? When we're doing the ProQuo Show, I mean, it's like how many people are watching the ProQuo Show at any one time? Like 0. I mean, like Henry
Yeah.
points out that the YouTube videos, he's like, I
saw
found one that
one
had 0 plays. What?
that had 0 players, but then
Yeah.
it started to happen.
Then it started to, yeah, exactly. We don't really advertise the thing that well, but you know, and we don't pay for plays. But yeah, most of our plays come after the fact, and they come through Facebook. And since we've switched outlets, that took a hit, you know, but we don't do it for that. But you know, we will. We revamping and re-upping. And shout out to my man Bernard. If you haven't seen us, we do. Yes, Henry, I see. That's a good one too. Shout out to my man Bernard. We do another show too. The introvert show with 2 introverts who are outwardly facing. We talk a lot about that and talk about the issues that really you don't get a chance to think about. It's a little bit more deep and philosophical and kind of about the nature of what makes us get out there and be frontward facing even when we're inward facing first people. So speaking of inward facing, I'm going to have to wrap it up really soon. Shout out to my man Fee, who's in DC. Didn't know you were coming through DC. I don't know if you did either, if you knew early. But not that you can really go visit someone when they're in the airport and a stopover, you know. Can't really go back into that area unless you're taking a flight. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't have that kind of clout, but you know, unless they do like that massive layover or something, they put you up in hotels. They never do that, right? They always keep you behind the grid, and I never really understand how that all goes down. But yeah, I'm about the distance for the Boston people. I was putting in perspective too about the distance from the Bunker Hill to the Fleet Center. Listen to me, the Garden. So Bunker Hill Monument to about the Garden. That's about how far I am from the Pentagon, really, and Pentagon's right next to the airport. Yes.
Is this the light bulb that shows here, or is it the different one?
That is the light bulb that shows. No, that's a different one. That's a different one.
Or is this one?
But that is also an LED light bulb.
Or is this one?
That one is in that lamp right there, up there. Yeah.
Wait, why don't you just use an app to control it?
I do have an app to control it, but I think I deleted the app because there's no sense when the switch is right there. You know, it's cool. I mean, I can hit the app and watch it go on my phone. We've done that before too. I was gonna play one song. And speaking of basketball, I'd made this one. It was sort of a little bit of those of you in sync, made this with the idea of sync in mind. Take a listen to it. It totally doesn't sound like a typical song I would do. It's just made more for like a video game background or sports highlights or whatever. But I sent it to a couple people recently. Gonna clean it up a little bit, but I want you to check it out. Imagine video for the Celtics with highlights while they're up 2-0. Right? Ready? So here we go. Gonna let it run for you just a little bit. And while Henry's playing with, let's go Celtics.
I see that on the screen.
Yes, that is a comment from my man Miguel.
Miguel.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they saw a little bit of my face.
Yeah, no, you can't see the name is blocked because I had the thing on the right.
Come on.
Yeah, well, here we'll go back. We can look at it. Ready? Here's what you can look at. You can see it right there. And
Andres
Quinones.
Quinones.
Yeah. Miguel Andres Quinones.
Who is that?
There's a friend of mine from Lowell. Henry? It's okay. All right, here we go. We're going to play this. We're going to run it. We're going to run it. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
You actually can't hear it.
Y'all better just stop that talking. Y'all better just keep on walking. Y'all better just stop that talking. Y'all better just keep on walking.
When we come through, that's flush. All in the grill like what? Keep it all on that hush. Y'all don't wanna talk, say hush, hush. When we come through, that's flush. All in the grill like what? Keep it all on that hush. Y'all don't wanna talk, say hush.
Y'all better just stop that talking. Y'all better just keep on walking. Throw down, got an awesome offense. Most just gawk at setting up offense. Close shop, shut it down, over talking. Golden State to the coast of Boston. Y'all don't even really wanna come popping. All that junk, I will dunk on you often.
When we come through, that's flush. All in the grill like what? Keep it all on that hush. Y'all don't wanna talk, stay hush, hush. When we come through, that's flush. All in the grill like what? Keep it all on that hush. Y'all don't wanna talk, stay hush.
Y'all better just stop that talking. Y'all better just keep on walking. Y'all better just stop that talking. Y'all better just keep on walking. Y'all better just stop that talking. Y'all better just keep on walking. Y'all better just stop that talking. Y'all better just keep on walking. When we come through that slush. Whoa. Hush. When we come through that slush.
When we come through that slush. Uh-huh.
Keep it all on that hush.
Uh-huh.
Y'all don't wanna talk, stay hush.
Yeah.
When we come through that slush.
You get the idea. So that's a little bit of the stream world right there. Excuse me, a little bit of the sync world right there. That's something that could be for sync, and that's all that's made for. So that kind of joint right there could be the background. You know what I mean? You got Jordan Rap. I see you. I see you, Miguel. You got a Jordan Rap. And this is really those just like music beds almost. You know, obviously it wasn't lyric heavy or anything like that. It's just almost like no, the other people are there too, but I can see all the people who are watching. So there are 16 total people watching across all the different outlets. Yeah, 2 on Facebook. So that's how it's working. Whoa. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, could be a Celtic intro. You never know. Could be. But well, I'm working on it too. It's not done, you know. But I was like, I let a couple of people hear it in the basketball world that I know, and like, yeah, I was thinking more video game. I was thinking more like an ad for like, you know, NBA, like a 2K kind of thing, or you know, any of the any kind of games. But so sync works like that. Sync isn't like the standard format. There's a lot of highs, lows, a lot of tension, then a lot of release, and then a lot of pieces where it'll play for like 4 bars at a time, then there's a switch up, then there's a switch up, then you might have a verse or refrain. Starting with the hook makes a lot of sense in a lot of these tracks, and it's different than the way that you record like a regular song. It doesn't have to be, depending on what you get yourself synced in. I'm saying this like an expert. I have 3 total syncs at all, and but I'm starting to make more and more of them and get into that. And the trick is sample-free music. Obviously not cursing in the tracks, talking about things that wouldn't be wholesome for a commercial or a movie to want to play unless it's a non-wholesome movie. But in general, something like that could get chopped up a bunch of ways and used for multiple use kind of stuff. Or it could just be in a music library, which is real low money in sync, maybe $500 to $100 to $1,000 if it's on this library. But you know, something in a movie or a commercial, you're looking at, you know, $5,000, $10,000, or really even more if it's really premiumly placed. Speaking of permanently placed, I got one coming up. Got a big shout out to Montreal Girls, the movie, the feature film. It's coming out of Canada. Be in some film festivals in August. It's a movie that my song is in. Remember the one I showed you? It's in the beginning. No, you can't. It's not for kids. The one with the airplane flying. See, he's seen the secret scenes for the intro of the movie, and so it's like a 1-minute intro. It's like right there, right after the credits roll, opening scene. The star is like, you know, chilling in the beginning, and so. I can't tell you too much about it, obviously, but that's what's happening in that, and then we'll put up the single for the movie as well. Yeah, but you still can't go see it in the movie theater with me. It's I think it's rated R. There's no rating yet, but my guess is it's going to be R. If not R, it'll be PG-13. If not R, it could be NC-17, which is even higher than R restriction. So yeah, so that's that.
Wait,
and
it is?
Yeah, it is. You might as well just get a mic and just co-host with me, little man. Yeah.
I'm just taking off.
You want people to see your shirt without seeing your face? No, they can't see it down there. He's got his Taekwondo shirt on. He's working on Rubik's Cubes on the floor.
I'm just taking off all these stickers.
Why are you taking off the stickers? Why are you taking off stickers? He can do a Rubik's Cube in like 40 seconds, and he's taking off the stickers to a not even real Rubik's Cube. Why are you taking those off?
I don't know,
All right.
I have 2 more, so it's fine.
All right. Speaking of 2 more, you got 2 more minutes. I said we'd sign off at about 9:20. It's just 9:19. So we about to get up and get out of here. Miguel, we got to hear the Jordan Rap sometime. Let me know what's up with the poetry thing. I remember replying to your post. I know you're doing the thing again this year. I'd be happy to. I don't really want to compete in it unless you need someone to. I'd be happy to. But again, like last year, I'm not trying to, you know, take prizes or anything like that potentially from anybody else. So I'd be happy to judge and be happy to help you out in any way possible. If that helps, if it doesn't, I'm just happy to watch. Whatever you need, basically, bottom line. So yeah, I need to hear about PR, man. That's crazy, man. Crazy stuff. We all need some PR. Henry's ready for Turks and Caicos again, right? Turks and Caicos? He said, best vacation ever. We went to Six Flags last week. I missed like every 3-pointer I shot on their thing except 2 on my last 2 shots. And it was one of those, like, the rims bounce and the ball's overinflated. So if it touches the rim, it goes flying. And I have my doubts whether it's regulation rim size and the court's curved. And so it's like, I'm a real baby. So I was like, I still thought I was going to hit like 8, but I didn't. I hit like 2. I mean, if it's not perfect for me, I'm whining about it. Like, I don't like that. You know what I mean?
I love you
Gotcha.
your first practice shot. And
I
then,
hit my first
like,
practice shot. And then like, for like everything after that, right?
it's
Yeah.
so unfair.
But hey, I was in the gym this morning shooting the 3s, and they were all going in. I only missed a couple. But Henry watches the videos of me shooting the basketball, and it's a lot different than when I'm at the carnival courts. But we did win a lot. Henry, who'd you win at the court? What else did we get? How about that other basketball game? What did we both win? Look at this. He has it with her too. Look, he has. I didn't even know it was right there. I just said, what else do we win?
Don't tell them her name.
I won't tell her name. So we won this one, but it does say T-Rex hates push-ups. And for good reason that a T-Rex hates push-ups. So we won this guy. And then we did get the mushroom, and we get the big 2 balls. And shout out to my neighbor. The ball landed on her porch.
Actually, she called the police.
She called the police. Ball landed on her porch. I was livid. I'm happy right now, but we're laughing about it, Henry. So the ball, we live in Townhouse Complex, right? We're an N unit. We don't have like a porch out front hanging over the garage. Only the other ones do. So Henry kicks the ball up high in the air. I think it was you. Was it you or Reagan?
Yeah,
Okay. Henry kicks the ball real high up in the air, lands on the lady's porch. I'm like, anyone's porch but hers. Lands on her porch, and don't think anything of it. I get a step ladder to try to hit the ball because you can, reach under the very bottom of the porch and like tap it up over the big wooden thing, right, to get up. And I start to get up on the porch to see if it's even possible. Not on the porch. I'm on my ladder, right? And I'm leaning, and and I look, and I say, "Oh, she's home. I didn't expect her to be home." I was like, "Hey," right? She comes out on the porch. She throws it over. She didn't say anything because she's a little special. And so she didn't think anything of it. But I'm like, "Oh, okay." I was just trying to be like as hands off as I could. 4 days later, my wife tells me the police showed up at the door. Literally, police showed up at the door.
That's kind of silly.
Yeah. There was a
She
why?
was scared.
Yes. Well, yeah. I don't understand. It's beyond me. Like, what would be the grounds to investigate the situation? It was like 4 days later. Like, you know who I am? Yeah, I was with my son. There was a ball on the porch. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty self-explanatory, but
Do one of those things
it's
in
not.
the kitchen.
It's not always explanatory to everybody, but it's beyond words. So anyways, needless to say, when we're going out there again today, he started bouncing the ball. I'm like, please do not kick that ball high. Yeah. So, you go through some things. But yeah, Miguel, I see you too. We'll talk offline. Henry, enough about the conversation. All right. So I shouldn't have even brought it up here. But yeah, so that's it. We're a wrap. We're getting out of it. Henry's got to go to bed, and I gotta probably sing the giraffe song. That's probably,
Yeah,
I know my worth. You want to sing? You want to give people a few notes?
There was a giraffe and he played in the park.
I think I do a better job than that one than you do. He sings way better than me, but there was a giraffe and he played in the park, and he always would stay until it would get dark. He'd stay all day till the sun went away, and then he'd come back on the very next day. See, the giraffe is always at school, and then he goes to the park, which somehow seems to represent where we live in our park very similarly. And all the kids that are there actually have a lot of the same names as Henry's friends in real life. And Henry is one of the giraffes, and all the giraffes play, and it's a freestyle story every night, meaning it's invented right there on the spot as Henry goes to bed with the same chorus and the same hook and the same intro and outro, and just the middle kind of changes for like the 5 minutes.
Now, sometimes what you do is you change, like you do an outro, but then you don't end it.
Right. Sometimes I do an outro and I don't end it as well. And sometimes, Henry, you just fall asleep 4 minutes into it, and then you're not around to hear some of my best work.
Sometimes.
Henry's like, if I don't sing the giraffe song, it can be up for hours. Yeah, be like, Daddy, I need the giraffe song. But giraffe. Everybody needs a giraffe song. Even I do. I put myself to sleep singing the giraffe song on many, many more than just one occasion. Let me tell you that. All right, so we out of here. Thanks for hanging out. We got more coming up. Shout out to my man Bernard. We do Sundays at 2:30, but we're looking to switch the time up because it's a tough time right now. We're trying to find a weeknight, maybe on the evenings, maybe even on Sunday evening. So we'll let you know. Check us out. Look for that. Look for it on my page.
There's not going to be 16 people because it's church.
Well, that's true. That's true. Church time, that changes things. All right, we out of here. Peace out.
It's at the nighttime, so there's not.
Right, nighttime. All right, we out of here. Oh, we got to. You know what? We got to play the outro because that's what we do on the intro verse show. On the intro verse, we do the outro, going away kind of song, and we have to do that on the ProQuo Show. So here goes. The intro is the outro.
Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, what he does is he pulls up a screen and he clicks on the outro thingy, and then the outro shows it. That's pretty cool.
That's how it works, and I'm going to do it now. Peace, y'all.
We getting ready to blow. We getting ready to blow. We getting ready to, so ready to, oh so ready to.
I'ma go get it.
We getting ready to.
I'ma go get it.
We getting ready to.
I'ma go get it.
We getting ready to, so ready to, oh so ready to.
We ready for jump ball, center court now, standing tall now, hold the fort down. This is showtime, more than sports now, more than crunch time. We rush like fourth down.
I be taking wins, we don't mess with laws. I be taking wins, we don't mess with laws. I be taking wins, we don't mess with laws. I be taking wins, we don't mess with laws. We been on that paper chasing all that fashion. We been on that paper chasing what you ration.
Been in the grind now, we ready for prime time, ready for shine now. We ready to get smile. On the rise, all eyes up on us now. Blast off spaceships till the touchdown.
Energy level on high, put that trouble on fire. Double it down, I'ma spit it around. Click, clack, boom, we the best in town. Energy level on high, put that trouble on fire. Double it down, I'ma spit it around. Click, clack, boom, we the best in town.